Hey folks, Marty Nowicki, Impact Snap. Today's video, we're going to talk about two things that everybody wants to do, and we're going to train you how to do that. In today's video, what does everyone want to do? They want to be consistent, and they want to hit it a little bit further. And the reason for that distance might be technique, it might be flexibility. We're going to talk about some things that you can do over the course of the winter that will A, make you more flexible, B, stabilize our impact and our positioning throughout the golf swing. So for starters, how do we become consistent? Well, the first order of business, and hopefully you've watched some of my other videos, but first order of business is if you're going to film yourself, start where impact is or just slightly after impact. What we're looking for the longest possible straight line from the lead shoulder to the end of the club. Ideally, if your wrists were slightly ahead of that, that would be even better. That's what the elite of the elite do. But for starters, what I call the radius, the distance from the left shoulder to the end of the club. The more bend points, the more that club face is going to be changing. Reference some of my other videos, we've talked about grip and how the fingers need to be nice and stable on there. We've talked about impact in other videos, but really when you film yourself, I want to see that nice lowercase letter Y geometry, and then at about hands at belt high, I want to see the straightest possible line post impact. So over the course of the winter, if you have the opportunity to hit some golf balls or even hit into a net, I like a lot of knee-high or even waist-high backswings and a lot of little punch shots where you can train the wrists what to do through impact. The wrists are doing a few things as they come into the ball. Number one, barring how much wrist cock there is, the wrist is going to need to uncock, the wrist is going to need to flex or bow, and then barring your grip, there'll be some amount of supination through impact. Using the impact snap, if the yellow ball hits the inside part of the right or trail forearm, that would be correct. Just make sure that your palm and your thumb stay together so that your hands are nice and secure. That'd be proper training of the wrists. If we want to grow the golf swing above waist high, that's when we'll see a little more right arm bend and a little more left wrist cocking. Ideally, I wouldn't want to hear a second click or an early release back here. I want to see you maintain that load until the hands get at least to the trail leg, okay? So my lead arm and trail leg match up in a straight line. There's my load. Unload comes after that. Impact happens so fast, literally about 0.1 seconds. The beauty of this trainer is you can now train that motor skill pattern to repeat itself. If I can repeat my radius, then my ball is going to start repeating. That's key, because we all want consistency. Same wrist conditions, same result coming in. If you happen to film yourself and you have access to some form of a plane line, if I swing slightly under the plane with those wrist conditions, I can expect a little bit of a draw pattern. If I swing a little bit across the plane or slightly outside, I might be able to expect a little bit of a cut pattern. But that being said, the pattern is the pattern, meaning the ball should be doing something similar each and every time. So have an awareness for how well the club is swinging on plane, through impact, radius, and then post impact, it will swing back around you on plane. Once I get past belt high, I've got a few options. I can either swivel my forearms, I can start to recock my wrists, or I can start to bend my elbows. Any of those combinations would be great. If you're looking to pick up some speed along with this, as you are looking at it, what I encourage a lot of people to do is once they go through impact and hit the ground, I like to see a giant clockwise circle using your wrist. What that's going to start to do, that'll start training a little more in to out path and a much longer radius post-impact. Those are a couple key things in your first steps to being consistent. Good solid grip, understanding wrist conditions, understanding what you're looking for when you start to film yourself. We're going to get to the body part in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell notification. That way every time I put out new content, you will get notified. For Impact Snap, I'm Marty Nowicki. Thank you for watching.